Very good morning to all. So, in the last lectures, we have completed about MFR. Hope so you remember that our whole body is being covered by the myofascia. Yes, all the layers of the muscle, just above the layer of the muscle, below the deep fascia, there is myofascia. Now, myofascia my dysfunction right, so we can apply MFR. That is one of the techniques. Second technique, advanced technique, which we'll be learning today is positional release therapy. Yes, નામ ઉપરથી at least એટલો તો ખ્યાલ આવી જાય. It is related to position and we are removing the tension or the myofascial strain. જે પણ એક જગ્યાએ stress form થાય છે myofasciaમાં એને આપણે remove કરવાની try કરી છે. That is myofascial release, and we by positioning, changing the position of the individual, changing the or providing a position of comfort, we are going to provide positional release therapy. ત્યારે પણ આપણે positional release therapy પર વાત કરીએ. First, we need to understand the myofascia. Now, you remember the myofascia. Myofascia is completely covering the all layers of the body, that is muscles. Yes, જ્યારે પણ muscle કરે છે, muscle ને injury થશે તો myofascia ને પણ injury. Muscle heal થશે, adhesion formation થઈ શકે. For this reason, we are going to provide positional release therapy. When જ્યારે પણ injury થશે, say for example shoulder માં injury થઈ ગઈ, yes, and then I am what will be the next thing? I'll be having pain. Why is the pain? Pain નું receptor કોણ? Nociceptors. Yes, nociceptors are responsible for carrying the pain or sensing the pain. એ એક sensor છે બોડીમાં. Yes, if you touch and you try to pinch it, or you try to move the hand so much, you pinch it so hard that it becomes whitish, then of course the blood supply will increase and the part will be injured. So the injury થઈ તમને pain ક્યાંથી feel થયું? It starts with nociceptors. એ એક ટાઈપના receptors છે, sensors છે. He sense કરશે પછી એ nerve ને stimulate કરશે. Yes, pre-nerve endings. You remember the whole pain pathway. Yes, lateral spinothalamic tract. So from there, અહીંયાથી pain start થશે. Pain sense કરશે nociceptors અને ઉપર લઈ જશે through first, second and third order neurons. Yes, અને પછી thalamus માં it will get sensed. Yes, or perceived, you can say. So nociceptors, કેમ પણ injury થાય એટલે nociceptors are the first sensor to get started. Yes, same thing. અહીંયા injury થઈ ગઈ. Say for example, yesterday I fell off from the bike and now I am pain in the shoulder. બહુ જ વધારે pain છે. Now what should I do? What can I do for this? Whenever I try to move the hand, yes, જ્યારે પણ હું hand move કરવાની પણ try કરું છું, at that time I am having pain. Yes, this is because of two reasons. First, nociceptors વધારે stimulate થાય છે. Yes, normally જે થવા જોઈએ, normally હું movement કરું એમાં nociceptors stimulate ના થાય, there is no pain. Yes, પણ injury થઈ છે એના લીધે receptors વધારે sense કરે છે. Second, proprioception. Yes, જે proprioceptors છે, receptors for sensing the joint motion. જે joint ની motion હોય એમાં sense કેમ કરે? મને કેમ ખબર પડે મારો હાથ હમણાં flexion માં છે or extension માં છે? It is all dependent on the sense of proprioception. જે sense કરે પાછળ sensor, specifically proprioceptors. Yes, ઈ પણ વધારે કે એટલે જરાક પણ movement થશે, pain પણ થશે અને brain ને પણ ખબર થશે movement થઈ નથી કરવાની. It is a protective mechanism. એકવાર injury થઈ ગઈ હું તો પણ use કરી જ રાખું. 10 kilos dumbbell થી હું abduction કરી જ રાખું, શું થશે? My muscles will become fatigued, અને જો તો પણ હું stop ના કરું તો 100% there are chances the muscle will tear off. Yes, or will give up. So એ ના થાય એટલે આપણા brain ને protective mechanism બનાવી છે, બોડીમાં protective mechanism છે, that once it happens we have to stop it, we have to provide proper rest, and then we go for more increased amount of activity. Yes, so positional release therapy એક જ aim ઉપર છે કે nociceptors જે stimulate થાય છે અને proprioceptors જે stimulate થાય છે. proprioceptors એટલે joint sense. Yes, joint move થાય છે or stable છે એની sense brain ને આપે એ proprioception. We have studied in detail about the PNF. Yes, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. તો proprioception નું function આપણે એટલે યુઝ કરતા હતા કે joint sense છે. Yes, તો joint ને એવી એક પોઝિશનમાં આપણે લઈ આવીએ which is also termed as POC, position of comfort. Yes, એક એવી પોઝિશનમાં જેનાથી ઈ જે ટેન્શન છે nociceptors stimulate થાય છે અને proprioceptors over stimulate થાય છે ઈ ઓછું થઈ જાય. That is the main aim of applying PRT, that is positional release therapy. You might be using the same technique very frequently. Say for example, trapezius ma pain છે trapezitis થઈ ગયું છે આપણું same example we are continuing. Yes, if you are having pain in the trapezius muscle unilateral, we consider only when it unilateral, so right side is affected. So what will you try? આપણે stretch કરીને કોઈ પણ તો proprioceptors વધારે stimulate થશે અને nociceptors starts stimulating. Stretch pain જે good type of pain છે એ શું કામ pain કહેવાય છે? Because it is sensing of nociceptors. વધારે લીધું જઈશ in the stretch position એટલું જ વધારે મને pain feel થશે. Yes, so normally what do? We keep the head in such a way કે muscle shortened રહે. Muscle shortened રહે એટલે nociceptors inhibit થઈ જાય. Yes, nociceptors inhibit થઈ જશે, pain વયું જશે, and then you try to move and you find yes, this is fine now, my inflammation has decreased. Yes, so normally પણ આપણે કરતા જ હોય છે. Just that we are going to learn this in detail. What is the mechanism? કયા principles ઉપર PRT work કરે છે? એટલે બે વસ્તુ આવશે. First is POC, what we already discussed, position of comfort. Position of comfort કઈ રીતે લઈ આવી અને કઈ રીતે આવશે, patient ને કેટલું હોલ્ડ કરવા, everything we are going to discuss. And second important thing is about tender points. Yes, last MFR we had discussed about trigger points. In these we are going to discuss about the tender points. Yes, tender and trigger are two different words meaning almost the same, only small differences there. What we are going to see in detail. Yes, so what is PRT? Positional release therapy. It is a method of total body evaluation and treatment. આખા બોડીનું evaluation, assessment કરવા માટે અને treatment પણ provide કરવા માટેનો એક tool છે. Yes, one of the way in which we can provide treatment and check the patient, assess the patient. First, it utilizes the tender points, and second, position of comfort. Position of comfort is nothing. એક એવી position joint ની muscles ની જેમાં સૌથી ઓછું pain થાય or no pain at all. Yes, and to maintain that is position of comfort. Biceps માં pain હોય તો શું એને extended stretch રાખી શકાય? નહીં, it will aggravate the condition. Why? Nociceptors વધારે stimulate થશે, pain વધતું જશે. બ્રેન ને વધારે વધારે ખબર પડશે નહીં અહીંયા પેન થાય છે, હજી પેન થાય છે, ડોન્ટ ડુ ઇટ. યસ, કોઈ પણ હાથ મચકોડે તમારો તો શું કામ પેન થાય? બીકોઝ બ્રેન સેન્સીસ ધીસ. nociceptors message મોકલે કે no, this is the limit, આનાથી વધારે નહીં કરવાનું. Yes, if you do it, you are going to harm the patient, dislocate, fracture, whatever the case may be. So when there is dysfunction in the biceps, what do you ask the patient to do, or what will you do if you have the pain? You will keep it in shortened position only. Shortened position માં nociceptors inhibit થશે, proprioceptors છે over excited છે, inhibit થશે અને એના લીધે તમને brain ને sense થશે yes, pain has decreased. muscle જે spasm માં છે, injury માં છે, એ પણ જલ્દી heal થશે, recover થશે. Yes, so that is position of comfort, and the points we are going to discuss. Indirect technique applies force away from the resistance and resolves the associated dysfunction. So this is indirect technique. Directly આપણે muscle ને કાંઈ જ નથી કરતા. જ્યાં injury છે, injury કોને છે? biceps muscle છે, for example. biceps muscle ને injury છે, we are not treating biceps. We are just inhibiting. We are indirectly inhibiting the signals from that part of the body to the brain. Yes, and એના through healing fast કરે છે. We are treating it indirectly, not directly. MFR, mobilization, stretching, જે પણ આપણે techniques જોઈ direct હતી. They were directly treating the cause. Yes, here this is an indirect technique. Why? Because we are not treating the cause, we are just allowing it to heal without pain. Main pain inhibit કરે છે, nociceptors and proprioceptors. And it resolves the associated dysfunction. જે પણ main dysfunction છે, biceps injury છે, or any muscle injury is there, and directly આપણે we are trying to let it heal without pain. That is the main aim of PRT. What is the effect? એકવાર આપણે પોઝિશન એવી આપી દીધી, ટેન્ડર પોઈન્ટ્સ છે એને ચેક કરી લીધા પછી એને પોઝિશન આપી તો એનાથી ઇફેક્ટ શું આવશે? So first, normalization of muscle hypertonicity. જ્યારે પણ injury થાય, or if same example, હું shoulder abduction 10 kg weight થી 20 times કરું છું. I'm doing 20 repetitions of shoulder abduction with 10 kg. Yes, and now my brain senses અહીંયાથી signals જશે muscle માંથી that no, enough of now. If you do more, you will injure yourself. Yes, but if I still muscle will get hypertrophied because it is causing injury. Injury na lidhe inflammation. Inflammation, one of the signs of inflammation is edema. Yes, edema form thase. Edema hase એટલે hypertonicity thase. Muscle will go into spasm. Spasm એટલે કે તમે ફીલ કરો મસલ નું ટોન. Yes, you check the muscle tone of abductors, deltoid middle fibers on the normal side, and then on the affected side, you will find that yes, the muscle on this side, which is exercised muscle, એનું ટોન વધારે હશે. This is hypertonicity. તો એ નોર્મલ થઈ જશે. શું કામ? પેઇન આપણે ઓછું કરશું and muscle spasm ઓછું થઈ જશે. Muscle spasm leads directly to pain. Pain directly leads to muscle spasm. Yes. જેટલું મસલ સ્પાઝમમાં હશે, હાઇપરટોનિક હશે, એટલું એને પેઇન થશે. નોસિસેપ્ટર્સ વધારે સ્ટિમ્યુલેટ થશે. નોસિસેપ્ટર્સ વધારે સ્ટિમ્યુલેટ થશે, એ પાછું હાઇપરટોનિસિટી પ્રોડ્યુસ કરશે એટલે મસલ સ્પાઝમમાં રહેશે. આ એક વિશિયસ સાયકલ છે. ચાલ્યું જ રાખશે. એટલે એકવાર તમારું મસલ સ્પાઝમમાં ગયું અને એનાથી પેઇન સ્ટાર્ટ થઈ ગયું તો એ પેઇન વધતું જ જશે, વધતું જ જશે, વધતું જ જશે. યસ, અનસ્ટોપેબલ સાયકલ. એટલે યુ કેન ડુ આઈધર ટુ થિંગ્સ. આઈધર મસલ સ્પાઝમને ડિરેક્ટલી ટ્રીટ કરો, પ્રોવાઇડ સપ્લિમેન્ટ, પ્રોવાઇડ ઇલેક્ટ્રોથેરાપી, એનીથિંગ, or pain inhibit by manual or mechanical and electrical modalities that we have in physical therapy. તો પહેલું તો muscle hypertonicity, muscle spasm છે એને decrease કરશે, PRT. Second, it normalizes the facial tension. Now, of course, myofascia, જે ફેશિયામાં પણ ટેન્શન પ્રોડ્યુસ થાય, મસલ ઇન્જર થાય, we stopped in the starting, always there will be associated facial injury also. Myofascia પણ injured થશે. Myofascia injured થશે તો 100% we need to treat the myofascia also. So myofascia ને પણ normalize કરશે PRT. Yes. Third, increase circulation. Yes, આપણે position of comfort માં રાખશું, pain ઓછું થશે અને blood supply increase થશે for the part that is being treated. And reduce the swelling. Yes, inflammation, swelling. જે પણ injury ના લીધે થયું છે એને reduce કરતું જશે. Why? Because of increased circulation, because there is no pain and reduction in the hypertonicity. એનાથી બધું જ heal fast થશે. Reduction of joint hypomobility એટલે કે range of motion આપણે increase કરી શકીએ. Second, decrease the pain, and third, increase the strength also. Now, જ્યારે પણ injury થાય, yes, say for example, biceps is injured. Yes, biceps is injured, and because of this, I cannot perform full range of motion of biceps. એટલે હું એને stretch ના કરી શકું, એટલે elbow extension નહીં થાય. So, first, range of motion decrease છે. Pain થાય છે એના લીધે decrease છે. અને strength, મારે exercise કરવું હોય, strength મારે વધારવી હોય કોઈ પણ muscle ની, તો મારે full range of motion માં exercise કરવી પડે. And only it is possible to increase the strength of that muscle. હું ખાલી inner range માં exercise કરું એનાથી strength ના વધે આપણા muscle. You perform it in full range of motion. So for that reason, I have to give PRT first of all to relax the muscle, to decrease the pain, increase the range of motion, and last strength વધશે. Yes, so that is the application of PRT, effect of PRT. હા, coming to the tissues. જ્યારે પણ injury થાય ત્યારે કયા tissues માં શું changes આવે? Two already we talked, proprioception and nociceptors. Overall, બીજા tissues કયા છે એમાં શું injury ના લીધે changes આવે? That is what we want to see. So first is muscle. Response to injury is protective muscle spasm. Yes, we already talked. જ્યારે પણ excessive amount of કોઈ પણ overuse તમે કરો muscle ને, ત્યારે there are chances it will go for spasm. Spasm, nociceptor excitation, proprioceptor overshooting, આ બધું protective છે, protective mechanism છે body. Yes, why? Because they prevent further more injury. એકવાર injury થઈ ગઈ, એ વધારે પાછી ન થાય. એની માટે they are telling the brain that yes, do not give signals now to contract. Yes, if I tell you you have to read 5 pages per day, you will be able to do it. If I tell you 10 pages per day, probably you will be able to do it. If I tell you you have to read 1 book per day, yes, that means you will get fatigue. Same thing, muscle, if gets enough amount of signal, more than enough amount of signal, it will get fatigue. Yes, that is why feedback is important. Right? Feedback છે કે muscle કે છે નહીં, હવે I will not be able to contract. If you tell me to contract, I go away or I have injury. Yes, so that is one of the way your body responds to overuse. Okay. Second, regulated by local proprioceptors and monosynaptic reflexes. So proprioceptors, of course, muscle spasm માં આવશે ત્યારે proprioceptors વધારે active થઈ જાય. Why they will be becoming વધારે active? The only reason that they do not want to or it should give precise amount of information to the brain. Yes. પેલા proprioceptors આટલામાં say for example 10 signals મોકલતા હતા brain ને, but now there is injury. Injury ના લીધે જરાક પણ movement થશે, brain should know કે નહીં આ નથી કરવા દેવાનું. Muscle should give signals immediately. એટલે proprioceptors વધી જશે. Proprioceptors ના signal to the brain increases. Second, muscles we already talked. Now second is facial system, the myofascia specific what you talked. So it is a vast network. We already know it covers from the head to the toes everywhere. Myofascia is there. That contains, supports, and connects tissue throughout the body. So it is one of the means through which the whole body is connected. Actually, body in a through connected. Stress of the system from injury can result in facial tension. Yes, in MFR we have seen gel state ground substance converts to solid state. એના લીધે adhesion formation થઈ શકે અને dysfunction થશે. Myofascial dysfunction એને treat કરવા માટે MFR as well as PRD both are applicable. Coming to the tender points. Yes, what are tender points? How they are different from trigger points? That is the most important thing we need to understand from this. So tender points, they are small palpable nodules. તમે એને ફીલ કરી શકો મસલની અંદર. એક એવો પોઈન્ટ જ્યાં આપણે ટચ કરતા હતા પેશન્ટને અને પેન એગ્રેવેટ થતો હતો, that was trigger point. પણ એવો એક પેન I mean point પેન પેશન્ટ કહેશે ત્યારે તમને ખબર પડશે. Here tender point means તમે એ પેશન્ટ કહેશે એની પહેલા તમને ફીલ થઈ જશે એ નોડ્યુલ. Nodule is nothing but a mass, small amount of mass. Yes, એક એવી જગ્યા એક મસલમાં જ્યાં you can feel exactly, yes, this is the point. Yes, એને તમે palpate કરશો with the pincer grasp of course. જ્યારે તમે palpate કરશો તમને feel થશે, yes, અહીંયા કંઈક એવું અંદર છે which you can palpate, તમને feel થઈ જાય એવું. That is palpable nodule. Nodule ના હોય અને પેન ટ્રિગર થાય, that is trigger point. Nodule હોય, that means it is a tender point. તમને palpate કરતા in trigger point, what you are palpating, you are just palpating the top band અને એમાં એક એવી જગ્યા આપણે પ્રેસ કરીએ તો પેશન્ટનું પેન ટ્રિગર થઈ જાય. યસ, પહેલે તમે વધારે પ્રેશર કરો તો અંદર કઈ વસ્તુ તમને ફીલ ન થાય. That is similar to normal side. In tender point there will be a nodule. Nodule is something, if I have to give example, a ring placed or something placed under a balloon. Yes, if to be precise, if this is the skin, yes, if this is the skin and you are palpating, nodule is one mass. Yes, so અહીંયા એક mass હશે. If you palpate this, what will you see? This is normal. Yes, you can feel this is normal. But if a nodule is there, my finger is a nodule, say for example, and you palpate, you can feel, yes, there is something that can be palpated that is different from the adjacent areas. આજુબાજુના એરિયા કરતા અહીંયા કંઈક અલગ લાગે છે, and there is small mass. એક small mass છે, that is nodule. Usually located in the subcutaneous, muscular or facial tissue. એટલે કે skin ની અંદર subcutaneous, muscular or even in the myofascia it may be located. So myofascia માં હોઈ શકે, muscle માં હોઈ શકે or subcutaneous located. But most important difference between trigger point and tender point. Trigger point માં કોઈ nodule નહીં હોય, whereas in tender point there will be a nodule. Always remember this. It is also hyperirritable area. જેમ તમે nodule palpate કરશો પેશન્ટને પેન થવા માંડશે. It is irritable area, hyperirritable area. And second, found in mechanically stressed tissue. જ્યાં પણ overuse or overstress આવ્યું હશે, બાકી injury થઈ હોય, or patient has worked for more, muscle ની capacity કરતા work વધારે થયું હોય, both times it is possible that tender points may be formed. In a way, you can say કોઈ પણ muscle injured થાય starting માં, there will be trigger points. Later on, if trigger points are not treated, it will be converted to tender points. Yes, this is what you should remember. But not always trigger points will convert to tender points. એની પહેલા એ resolve પણ થઈ શકે. Yes, એવું જરૂરી નથી કે હંમેશા trigger points tender points માં convert થાય. Facial system is continuous network that surrounds and penetrates all the structures of the body, as we already discussed: skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia, myofascia, muscle, and then bone. So this fascia, superficial, deep, and myofascia, they are covering the whole body and all structures of the body, even organs. Tender point is used as a point of constriction within this network. એટલે કોઈ પણ dysfunction in any of these fascia happens, that is considered point of constriction. Constriction એટલે fascia ત્યાં, you can say it becomes contracted અને એના લીધે જ tender point form થાય છે. Yes, so tender points are nothing but myofascia getting shrink, એક જગ્યાએ you can say સંકળાઈ જાય, and At that point, you can palpate it and you can find, yes, there is a tender point and this needs to be treated. Yes, there are other methods also, other techniques also, but right now we are focusing on PRP. Characteristic કેવું હોય, કોને ટેન્ડર પોઈન્ટ કહેવાય, એની characteristics શું છે? So first, it should be tense. Yes, તમને feel થઈ જાય it is under tension. Muscle આખું spasm માં હશે, tension માં હશે, and also it will be tender. When you touch, it will give pain, hyper irritable. It is an edematous area. જ્યારે પણ muscle, fascia કોઈ પણ injure થશે, at that time, from that very moment, from the injury, inflammation happens. Inflammation, one of the sign is swelling or edema. Yes, આજુબાજુના સ્ટ્રક્ચર્સમાં edema form થશે. Edema is nothing but collection of fluid. એક જગ્યાએ fluid ભરાઈ જાય એને કહેવાય edema. That fluid itself gives place for this edematous structure, or what we are saying is nodule. જે nodule છે એને જ આપણે specifically tender point કહી છે. એ શું કામ ફોર્મ થયું? ઇન્જરી, એના લીધે ઇન્ફ્લામેશન, ઇન્ફ્લામેશન લીધે સ્વેલિંગ ઓર એડિમા, એડિમાના લીધે ફોર્મ થશે ટેન્ડર. ટેન્શન ફેલ્ટ ઇન ધ સરાઉન્ડિંગ એરિયાઝ. મસલ આખામાં ટેન્શન તો હશે જ. યસ, તો સરાઉન્ડિંગ એરિયાઝમાં બધે જ ટેન્શન હશે, but specifically you will be able to palpate, yes, this is a tender point. Up to 4 times as tender as normal tissue. The opposite side તમે compare કરશો and you compare it to the affected side, the patient will complain pain that is almost 4 times compared to normal side or no pain. Thought often is an outward sign of an underlying lesion, not as the pathology of dysfunction. એટલે tender point form થવું or mass કોઈ પણ hyperirritable area હોવું, injury નથી ત્યાં. Yes, the main injury is in the underlying tissues or underlying lesion. એ એક sign છે. Yes, say for example you are having an infection. તમને એક infection થાય છે of any bacteria or virus. What is the sign that you will present to the doctor? તમે એમ કહેશો અહીંયા જઈને કે yes, I am having infection, give me medication for this. No, you will give signs like headache, like fever, like vomiting, whatever it is. That are signs and symptoms that you will tell the doctor. Then the doctor will find, go for investigations, and then he will be come to a conclusion that you have an infection. Say for example, bacterial or viral, he'll differentiate that also and give you then medication. Similarly, જ્યાં ટેન્ડરનેસ છે, જ્યાં પેન છે, જ્યાં લિમિટેડ રેન્જ ઓફ મોશન છે, બધા સાઇન એન્ડ સિમ્પટમ્સ છે. મેઇન પ્રોબ્લેમ ક્યાં છે? મસલ્સમાં છે, they are under injury. ફેશિયામાં છે, they are under injury and they need to heal. Yes, so for this reason we are going to provide which is, and this all things that we are discussing, they are tender points, are underlying lesion sign and symptom. They are not the cause. એના લીધે કઈ નથી થતું, ઇન્જરીના લીધે જ ફોર્મ થયા છે. યસ, ઇન્ફેક્શનના લીધે ફીવર આવે છે. Yes, same thing. Injury na lidhe, these all tender points are formed, and then we have to resolve these tender points. Okay. We'll discuss just proprioceptive response. Proprioception, like we discussed in PNF specifically in detail, proprioception is the joint sense. If right now my MCP, IP joints are under flexion, some amount of flexion for the index finger, my brain knows it. How do they know it? એક સેન્સર છે જોઇન્ટ્સમાં જે સેન્સ કરે છે અને થ્રુ નર્વસ સિસ્ટમ, પેરિફેરલ નર્વ્સ થી સ્પાઇનલ કોર્ડ થી સીધું બ્રેનમાં એ સિગ્નલ મોકલે છે, and through that it is my brain that is perceiving, yes, the finger is in flexion. Same thing here also, in any injury it will also sense, but this sense will increase. So force that produces injury results in protective muscle spasm due to an increased neural impulses. Injury, say for example, I'm moving my finger so much that it causes injury. So proprioceptors are overexcited. Why? Because muscles, flexor aspect, extensor aspect muscles, they will give more and more input to the proprioceptors. Increased resting tone of the muscle, like a hypertonicity, muscle spasm, hypertonicity. Third, imbalance between agonist and antagonist. હવે આ hypertonic થઈ ગયા. Say for example, I have bent my finger in extension so much that flexors are damaged. તો આ hypertonic થઈ ગયા. Opposite side કોઈ injury નથી તો એ normal જ રહેશે. Imbalance between imbalance, અહીંયા ટોન વધારે છે, અહીંયા સેમ છે or ઓછો છે. આના કમ્પેરમાં extensor aspect ઓછો છે. Yes, so this is imbalance between agonist and antagonist. જ્યારે એક group of muscle injury માં છે, એના લીધે muscle spasm છે, hypertonicity છે, વધારે ટોન ઇન્ક્રીઝ થઈ જાય છે. એના લીધે opposite antagonist muscle હશે that will remain normal, or compared to the agonist their tone is decreased, એક imbalance બની જશે, and creates a self-perceptual cycle of proprioceptive dysfunction. Yes, એટલે કે proprioception વધારે જશે, or on the opposite side antagonist માં ઓછું થઈ જશે. Yes, so that is a dysfunction that happens between agonist and antagonist, and also it creates a self-perpetuating cycle of proprioceptive dysfunction. Proprioceptive dysfunction. From this area, more and more signals will go on to the brain that this area is under this area is under this joint is under this position. આ એક position છે, આનાથી plus minus ના થવું જોઈએ. Yes, so nociceptors and proprioceptors, they are both together responsible for sensing the output to the brain that yes, the injury has happened, and now there is chance that we need to protect this area. Muscle will be in the spasm, and no movement will be allowed furthermore by such proprioceptive response. Yes. Okay. Nociceptor, we'll keep it for next lecture, which we have today itself in the next time. Yes. Okay. In this, anything you didn't get, most important we talked about is tender points. Okay, we'll discuss from first. So what is PRT? So PRT is a technique of evaluating and giving treatment at the same time. Yes, પહેલા evaluate કરશો. Evaluate કઈ રીતે પાછું આમાં પણ palpation આવશે. Of course, we are going to see this, but this also will include palpation of the areas. જે પણ areas છે, injured area, એને આપણે પહેલા palpate કરવું પડશે, compare કરવું પડશે opposite side. એટલે પહેલા ઇન્જરીના લીધે તમને ખબર પડશે કે yes, there is increased tone increase છે, muscle spasm માં છે, then you are going to check for the tender point. Yes, એક એવો palpable nodule છે, તમે insert glass માં લેશો એટલે ખબર પડશે this is normal, but this is something abnormal. Yes, and again this is normal, then this what you palpate એક hard palpable or hard તમને feel થાય કે yes, અંદર એક એવો point છે or એક એવી જગ્યા છે જે mass છે, એને palpate કરી દીધું 100%, this will be tender point. This is also hyper-irritable area. That is what is important. એકવાર palpate કરી લેશું, પછી any treatment આપશું, that may be through PRT or any other technique. Here we are focusing on PRT. So tender point શું છે અને position of comfort શું છે? That is two important things that form the basis or basic principles of PRT. And we already saw effect of PRT, muscle hypertonicity. It will help in decreasing the hypertonicity. It will decrease in the muscle tension and the facial tension. Also, it will increase the circulation and thereby promoting the muscle properties, that is improving the strength, improving the range of motion, decreasing the pain. These are the main three things that we need to focus on PRT. Which is response of the muscles or tissues. So first is the muscle spasm માં જશે. Second, facial system. The facial system માં પણ dysfunction આવશે because muscle is injured. Injury may be external or internal also. Externally બહારથી કઈ લાગ્યું, internal એટલે overuse કર્યું. Yes, so in both cases fascia will be affected because fascia is covering all the body linkages, all the body areas. And then we talked about the tender point. So what is tender point? It is a small palpable nodule usually located in subcutaneous muscular or facial system, and you can palpate it. And then why it is formed? More important, injury leading to inflammation, inflammation leading to edema or swelling, and that is related to formation of the nodule. Yes, and then we talked about the proprioceptive response. In the next lecture, we'll be discussing about nociceptive response. Any doubts you have so far? આમાંથી કોઈ પણ વસ્તુ, કોઈ પણ slide, any word you didn't get, please let me know.